Hi everyone, just want to give a shout out to when Saturdays come. Hope you can subscribe and follow. All the best, up the Blades.
Hello everyone, Drive Bright here for when Saturdays comes. How are we? It's mad, isn't it? On all the stuff what's going off round and round on all the social media channels about the Blades and EFL and all the rest of the stuff. I just want to come on, just give you a little update, a little bit about Blades. There's not a lot, to be fair. Like I said to you before, I'm not going to put anything on here unless it's actually firmed up a little bit. It's absolutely pointless. But I can go through a few scenarios with you a little bit. Look, there's that many names out there floating around regarding Blades. You can stick a pin in. I'll give 10. I'll give you so many names. There's Ollie Mack, there's Mepham, there's Dunn, there's Kenny, there's Reese, there's Dolan, there's Worrell, Hamza, Doyle, Darling, Harry Mills. Oh, Therese Dolan from Blackburn. There's that many names floating around. You can stick a pin in anyone you like, and one might stick somewhere along the line. But I ain't going to put anything on there until I've been told differently. There's still moving parts in the background going off. Rian's not signed his contract yet. He might do that. All the stuff about Ollie. I know Ollie got a release clause in his contract if this team got relegated at the end of the season, which they did. He's still got I think he's still got a couple of years contract left with them anyway, so he could stop there if he wanted to, but I think he's indicated that he wants to come back home to wherever. I know Swansea have been interested as well in re-signing him. Whether he's talked to Sheffield United or not, it's a lot of hearsay. So, don't believe everything that you read on social media, papers or whatever. There might be an element of truth in it. They might have chatted to him. What I would say, I'll put a caveat in everything, because whatever I put out there right now and you're reading it in the next hour or two, it could change again. So it's just madness. There's a lot of merry-go-rounds going in the manager's situation, which I'll come on to. Lots of, I mean, Jack Rodoni at Coventry I've been told he's going to be sold. So that's another option, isn't it? So we could even be interested in Jack, and I think we've been interested in him before. So who knows? I think with every opportunity we could get a freebie in before next Tuesday, when he closes the 10th. So there's every opportunity of that. We'll watch this space. It could be today. Who knows? Until I found out myself, I can't really put it out there. But I wanted to come on and sort of clarify a few little situations. Like, look, can I just say something that is important? That a lot of the groundwork regarding transfers, incomings and outgoings would have been done before we even played at Wembley. Whatever the result, there'd have been a list for if we'd go in the Prem, there'd have been a list if we'd have gone in the Champ, which we are. It's all going to revolve around finance, value for money, getting the balance right with the squad, injuries and all the rest of it. AI, which we know we've talked about before. Look, it's going to be lots going off. I know there's a big appetite for information, but it's got to be the right information. It's just no point in putting stuff out which it could change within an hour of me telling you one thing and or not. So just wait and see. Be patient. And I know it's difficult when we all sat on the edge of your seat. It's always so and so come in or so and so go in. There's lots of moving parts, and it's a lot's going off in the background on and off the pitch. Not just about players. I know we all want to know, and I know it's all interesting and exciting to watch who's going to be coming in and who's got. My own opinion, just to put it out there about McBurney, I'm in the know. I'm not particularly bothered whether he signs for us or not. Does he improve us? I'm not necessarily sure he does. I know he'll give it his all if he did come and play for us again. Be interesting with Kiefer Moore to vie for that place up front. But again, nobody knows, do they? So there's no point in surmising on something that we don't know about. And a lot more will be revealed in the coming weeks, as we all know. But I'll just touch on EFL manager go around. There's more action going off on the manager merry-go-round than it is on player transfer and some. Paul Carrick lost his job at Middlesbrough, didn't he? So he's looking for work again. Norwich have appointed Lee Manning from Bristol City. That's a pretty good appointment for Norwich. Alex Neil has signed a new deal at Millwall, which keeps him at Millwall for a couple more years. Ryan Mason, he's now at West Brom. I think he come from Tottenham, so he's gone to West Brom. Will Still is now the new manager at Southampton, which I know Danny Roll were interested in that. So that's a good, interesting one from the French club RC Lens. So it'll have to be interesting to see how he fares in the Prem, in the Champ, sorry. Danny Roll has become a favourite for the Leicester City job, which is going to be interesting for Danny. He's a good manager. I know he gets a lot of stick with his sausage roll and all that sort of stuff, but he's not a bad manager, Danny. He'll do a good job wherever he goes. It'll be interesting to see how he goes with better players rather than at Hillsborough. No disrespect to Wednesday lads, but Leicester are a different gravy to Wednesday, aren't they? Rob Edwards, he can pick and choose his jobs. He's a good manager, isn't he? When he got sacked from Luton Town, Middlesbrough obviously looking for a new manager, and as are Bristol City. So there's lots of stuff going on and off the pitches with the managers, and going to be interesting. It's going to be a tough championship this year. With Ipswich, Southampton and Leicester coming down. Birmingham are going to be spending money, aren't they? They've just signed Beadle, I think, goalkeeper. Wrexham are going to be improving the squad, there's no doubt about that. Early betting, as I understand it, and I've seen it's got Ipswich as favourite, Southampton, Blades, Birmingham, Coventry, and Middlesbrough. But I'm not sure about Middlesbrough. I mean, unless they've got potential, haven't they? But there's always going to be a dark horse somewhere, what comes out of it. I'm not necessarily sure about Leicester, depending what this... are they going to get EFL going to jump on them on a points deduction? I don't know. If they get hammered with that, if they get a 10 point, then they're not going to do it, are they? They're not going to get, certainly not going to get automatic if they get an handicap. We know what it's like with 2 points. We got 92 points and we needed 100, so it didn't do us any favours, did it? So... But we had a good season anyway. I am excited, looking forward to it all. I'm sure you lot are out there as well. But all I can say to you, be patient, Blades, because there is stuff going off in the background, lots of stuff. It'll come out eventually, and as soon as it does come out, I'll jump on. I'll give you my views on it. I'll tell you as it is. I can put names out there, I can put exclusives out there, and I'll end up falling flat on my face, and I'm not going to do that. There's no point. But there is stuff going off, believe me, and the team behind the scenes are working extremely hard, talking to players, and some have got options to go elsewhere, not just to Sheffield United as well. So put your comments in below, like and subscribe as always. I really appreciate you your feedback, and I'll answer everything as well. But if anything changes between now, I mean, what time is it today? Now it's coming up to just after 11 o'clock in the morning on Thursday morning. It might change this afternoon, and I might have to come back on again. It's just balmy. But that's the problem with doing videos and podcasts and vlogs and all that stuff. It can change very, very, very quickly. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll come back again if there's any more news on Blades, any transfer news, any incomings or outgoings. So have a good day. I'll speak to you soon. All the Blades, and I'll chat to you later.